Hi, welcome to Purple Scarlet Topaz, hashtag find the answer to cancer. Now, one thing I wanted to kind of share with you is that we want to realize that cancer can be a product or whatever of our environment. And sometimes excuse me, we can look in our environment and see that something isn't right in nature, okay? Now, I've had, let me see, I'm not tech savvy. I don't know how to turn this phone around. Let me see if I touch that. Let me see if I touch that. What is that for? Okay, forget it. Anyway, let's see. See that tree? Is that the tree? Okay. See that tree? Okay, now that was a big tree. It had all the limbs and everything on it when I first moved here. And I noticed over the years a lot of the leaves, a lot of the limbs became brittle and basically broke off, especially when a storm came, okay? So to me, that tells me that something is going on in the environment, okay? Because when you have like the sequoia trees, how they grow big. They've been around for hundreds of years or however long, okay? And they grow beautifully. And that's how it's supposed to be, okay? Now, what I did was I called the Environmental Protection Agency, right? And I said, I'm noticing in my environment the trees, they're looking, something is wrong, blah, blah, blah. Can you come and check the environment for me, okay? In my neighborhood. I didn't just say at my house, okay? Because what I explained that I noticed in the area where I live, because it's not just in my yard, okay? The tree down the street, it used to be a big, beautiful tree, and the kids used to be able to sit under the shade of the tree in the summertime. That's what they all did, and now it's like half a tree, okay? So I would, I'm asking them to check it out. They're like, oh, well, we don't do that. I'm like, you don't do that? What do you do? Okay? They give me another number to call for my state, then for my area, okay, regional district, however, I had to go down the line. And I still got nowhere. I got absolutely nowhere. Everyone, no, we don't do that. Okay, because when it comes to the environment, it has to do with air, land, and water. Okay, so clearly something is going on. Now, I've tried to alert the people that I thought that I needed to alert, and according to them, I got the wrong people. They don't do that. Each agency that I called said they don't do that. Okay, so that means if something serious was really going on, which it could be, okay, then the people in the community are just ass out. Okay, they're going to find more sickness. If there's something wrong, more sickness, the higher cancer rates, and all of that good stuff. Okay, so that's why you want to pay attention to what's going on in your environment. Okay, And the reason I say with the air, see, like let's say I notice a lot of planes for the past few years, maybe 2 or 3 years, I'm not sure. I hear some kind of planes flying by all the time, and sometimes the helicopters. Okay, now I don't know what those planes are carrying. Okay, they could be carrying some type of pesticide or some type of what do you call it? Some type of fertilizer, and it's dropping on the on the land. Okay, dropping on the trees, causing different things. And also the reason I say that too, right? Okay, like I said, I've been cleaning out my backyard. Now, when this tree limb, see this tree limb? Okay, when this tree limb first fell, see these spots on it? Okay, when it first fell, the spots looked white, right? Then they turned like green, and now it's turning gray. Okay, so I'm like, what is that? Okay, and I've noticed that things that look splattered. Okay, now in cleaning out my backyard, right? In cleaning out my backyard, this piece of wood was in my backyard. Here, let me show it to you. This piece of wood was in my backyard. Now, so I pulled it out, and as you can see, there's some white spots on it. Okay, and it's just been laying out here. Now, when I first pulled it out, there weren't any white spots on that piece of wood. So what is it? I don't think it's bird poop. That's not bird poop. Sorry. I don't know. So anyway, I just wanted to bring that to your attention, that when, pay attention to what's going on in your environment, because that could possibly alert you to how that might, if something is affecting the trees and things like that, then that could mean that something is going on, and that you have to pay better attention to your health to make sure that if there is something in the environment, hopefully you can save yourself from it. Okay, I was surprised that these agencies, government, state agencies, had no interest or anything in trying to come out and see what is going on, what could possibly be going on, if anything. Okay, now, do I have to prove it? No, I don't have to prove it. If the evidence is right in my face. The evidence is in the environment. Okay, I just don't have the tools or whatever to, you got to do testing. You need experts to come and look and say, well, this could be causing this or whatever. Okay, so that you can correct whatever the problem is. Okay, if the trees are being affected, like I said, air, land, and water. Okay, so let's say with the sewer system around here, let's say they're using some type of chemicals that could be too strong or could be doing something, and it's affecting the trees, because the roots of the trees, of course, are on the ground, and some of those chemicals can seep into the earth, into the dirt that these trees and everything are planted on, and it could affect it. Okay, so basically everyone said, oh, we don't do that. Oh, we don't do that. I'm like, well, maybe I can have your job. I get to get a job where I do nothing. Because really, okay, they give me this number to call this one. Then I call that number. That number, the person gives me another number to call another number. I should be able to basically call, file a complaint, sort of, I'll get the information. I'll tell them what I think is wrong or what's going on, why I'm calling them. And then, because they have the expertise and all of that, they should be able to pass that down or pass it up. However, whatever needs to be done, they should be able to do that. So I'm disappointed. And so I'm going to sit back and try and figure out who else I can contact. And instead of making calls, I will probably need to write official emails. I mean, that's what everyone does now. They write emails. They don't really write letters. So, and then that way I can send it to everybody at one time. So anyway, that's my dilemma. So what I did, I was cutting down a lot of foliage in my backyard, which I had let it grow and grow. And I just wanted to do something different. I don't know, maybe I can do a garden or something. I'm not sure. But I noticed that since I did cut a lot of the foliage out or off or down or whatever, I noticed more birds are like on the ground, running around or whatever. So anyway, so you want to pay attention to what's going on in your environment, because then that can be an indication that can help you to survive better as well, as far as eating more healthy, possibly detoxing your body, drinking plenty of water to flush out as much as impurities as possible, and to just be mindful, to take note, pay more attention to your body and what's could possibly going on, because if something is wrong with the trees, then that's an indication of something. Okay? That's an indication of something. Okay? Now, see that tree right there? Okay? Now that used to be a big, beautiful tree, right? Oh, you can see the work I've done. Okay, gathering wood, broken limbs and all of that. That used to be a big, beautiful tree. But what happened was the man that owned that house, he, for some reason, wanted to cut down some of the limbs that were on his side of the property. And after he did that, the tree wasn't the same anymore. Okay, I don't know if it's the people that cut the tree, because they had to use all different kinds of ropes and whatever to get to the big limbs, and it was a mess. And I'm like, wow. But I couldn't say anything to him. I felt like he should have left the tree alone. Leave nature alone and let it do what it do. So anyway, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you, and please, if you will, like and share this video, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my page or wherever you see this video. And I'm just looking at the tree. Okay. Wait, let me see. See? Okay. See that? Take care.